Alright, hey everybody, back with another news feed here for you. This one coming right out of Car Buzz here. Apparently, the Rivian R1T truck is America's safest pickup truck, and it's 7,000-pound EV. But it is technically the safest one in here, according to all the ratings and the studies. Now, NHTSA has not done its, but IHSS or IIHS or whatever it is, they have IIHS Safety Pick, JD Power's highest satisfaction, Car and Driver's 10 Best, Motor Trend Truck of the Year. But apparently it is the safest one today as well too. It's got all the technology, it's got all the things. It gets a G rating, which is for good or great, but it gets a G rating on pretty much all the stuff it's doing. If you're looking for the safest truck out there, this is it right there, according to what they're saying. Dynamic brake support, lane keep assist, SOS emergency response, tire mobility kit, rain deflecting wipers, rear cross traffic alert, automatic emergency braking, automatic high beams, blind spot monitoring, forward collision warning, highway assist, and adaptive cruise control. So apparently it's got this. It's supported by 12 cameras and 38 sensors. The focus in developing the Rivian R1T has clearly been on using technology to assist the driver, not replace them. As a result, is objectively speaking the safest pickup on America's roads today. So there you go. It's pretty interesting. It will be interesting to see how it is when NHTSA does actually get into this, because NHTSA has to also now start planning for pedestrian safety. And we have a 7,000-pound vehicle right here, and we'll have to see how that does for pedestrians. Right now, they're saying a Rivian is the safest for its occupants, but remember, all the push now is they want to start putting airbags on the outside, things like that, because all the people that are on their cell phone to keep getting ran over because they're walking to the roads and that kind of crap. So we'll see what happens there. But so far, this is the safest truck you can actually buy today. Kind of cool. While we're on the subject of EV trucks, why used Tesla Cybertrucks prices continue to crash. We know why they're going down, because it's EV and because the novelty wore off. Okay, it's now no longer a hot item that isn't in demand. But here's the crazy part. Some sellers were asking $200,000 or more initially for Tesla pickup trucks used. Okay, that was used, and then the average price for a used Cybertruck went to around $185,000 in early April. You can see the chart now where it's dropped off, and it is goodbye $200,000. Hello, $99,990, and that's what happens to it. It basically has dropped down. So if you bought one for $200,000, you lost $100,000 in the last few months. $100,000 loss. Now it is a sweet truck. Don't get me wrong, very cool. But this is what all new, fancy, high tech EV. This is what happens to this kind of stuff. But anyway, moral of the story being, $200,000 truck is now apparently, as of September, worth $117,000, and many of them can be bought used for $99,000. Or for example, if you order a new one, okay, $99,990 Cybertruck all-wheel drive today, Tesla gives you a clear delivery window of September to October of this year. If you order the one for $119,990, estimates delivery between October and December. Whatever the differences are, I'm not even diving into it. I don't care anything about this truck myself personally. You can read the article if you want to, but what was $200,000 is now $100,000 or $120,000 depending on options. So there you go. Next one here. This one I do care about. I find interesting, but we love the 3-liter turbo. The 3-liter. What do they call it? Why is it slipping my belt? What does GM call their 3-liter turbo? The Duramax. Sorry, lost it there. But anyway, the 3-liter turbo diesel Duramax is sticking around for more trims in 2025. That's really cool. Now you can get it all trims in a 2-wheel drive, all trims in a 4-wheel drive. You can get it with mud terrains. You can even get a ZR2. We'd always seen that, showed that. Get a turbo diesel 3-liter in a ZR2. And you can get all these other engines in these trims as well too. But the turbo diesel, the 3-liter turbo diesel, the Duramax diesel, is sticking around still for 2025, and it is here, and we know that, and that's really cool because this motor's pretty awesome. A lot of people love it. So very, very nice there. Next one here, our big one, is that Ford Bronco sales again trail behind Jeep Wrangler and Toyota 4Runner during the second quarter of this year. Now, you know, you wonder why it is, because this Bronco is one heck of a good rig. There's no doubt about it. The Bronco is amazing, the 4Runner is amazing, and the Wrangler is amazing. And but here's where it kind of comes in at. We're gonna roll down to, they're gonna give you United States, Canada, Mexico, Argentina, Colombia. But here's the U.S. numbers right here for this quarter, second quarter of 2024. Okay, second quarter, we are at 16 down for Jeep Wrangler. We are 10% up for 4Runner. That is because everybody wants a 2024 4Runner. The 2025 is coming out. They don't want it. They want a 2024, just like what happened with the third-gen Tacomas, what happened with the Tundras when they made these changes. People don't want the new one. Some will, but they don't. That's why this jump is huge in the 4Runner. Broncos down 0.25%. Here's the numbers for this quarter. Is 39,000 Wranglers, 32,000 or 33,000 4Runners, and 26,000 Broncos. Pretty significant difference there, especially when you look at, you know, this is last year's, that's fine, but here's the year to date for 2023. That's where it kind of matters. The Wrangler had 84,600, 4Runner had 50,700, but look here. Bronco last year actually sold 58,500. So they sold 8,000 more than the 4Runner last year. But right now, like I said, 4Runner's on fire because everybody wants one before they're gone. But it's just interesting to see why this Bronco comes in last. It offers a lot for it. Its prices are high, and Ford doesn't negotiate as well, but they are negotiating on them a little bit. We're not quite sure why it is, but it is a pretty sweet vehicle. I know 3 people that own these personally. I've drove them. They're actually very, very solid, amazing trucks. And then in here, it says in here too, where was it? It said that it won. Meanwhile, the Jeep Wrangler and Toyota 4Runner keep their spots outselling the rugged pony, together commanding nearly 3/4 of the midsize off-road SUV segment. But the Bronco was reborn. Here it is. Furthermore, just this past fall, Bronco sales surpassed that. And then right here, the Ford Bronco beat Jeep Wrangler and Toyota Land Cruiser in a new test. Well, I wanted to see what that test was, so I went over here and grabbed it. So here it is right here. Ford Bronco beats Jeep Wrangler and Toyota Land Cruiser in new test. This is from basically a month ago in August 2024. And we can see what happens here. So they're going to put a Land Cruiser and a Wrangler up against the Bronco Sasquatch package. And they did say in here, though, they opted out of using the rock crawling part of the segment, given the fact that the Land Cruiser lacks off-road angles and tires present on the Bronco and Wrangler, instead heading out to Coyote Flats in Southern California. So anyway, this whole thing was basically just a ride down the Coyote Flats trail, and it said that the Bronco was #1 due to its independent front suspension, and it blew the doors off of all the others. So take it for what it's worth. That's what Motor Trend concluded. Right there was what they came up with. The Bronco gave us everything we want for the least amount of money, space for people and things, off-road ride quality that doesn't bang them up so much, and more than enough capability to tackle the kinds of trails appropriate for where the kids are in the back. Motor Trend concluded. And I would agree with that. Bronco's a great vehicle. Okay, is it better than a Wrangler? Not at some things. Some things, yes, it is. Is it better than a Land Cruiser? Some things, yes. Some things, no. That's the way things work. But point is interesting that the sales, it's kind of shocking that it's just, you know, these are the only 3 real off-road mid-size SUVs out there. It's the only ones that are really there, okay? And in the category, it does kind of shock me that with all the features Ford does offer, that it's, you know, it is in the bottom of the line where it's coming at. So let me know your thoughts. What do you think? Is it right? Should the Bronco sell more, sell less? Should people be buying it more? Do you not like it? I'm curious what your thoughts are. Let me know in the comments. Thanks for watching.